Have you ever felt that there's more to you than flesh and bones? That something luminous is inside you and whispers, you are made of more. Welcome back to 1111 Ways, where we explore the signs, the science, and the mysteries that shape who we are. Today, we dive into a breathtaking idea that within every cell of your body, there may be a code, a signature of divine qualities. I'd like for you to open your heart and imagination, open your thoughts to what we are exploring today. If you're already subscribed to our channel, thank you, because that helps us grow, that helps us spread the word. If you haven't yet, go down there, push that button, and help me grow this idea of uniting us together in a commonwealth. Welcome to 1111 Ways. Welcome back to 1111 Ways. We're glad you're here, and we're exploring the wonders of life. Those signs that tell us that we're bigger than what we think we are, that unite us as human beings in this planet, in this little piece of dust in the universe we live in. I think when we see astronauts going to space, or when we see people flying really high up, that's when they realize how beautiful of a planet we live in. How beautiful of a place, of a home we all sharing. And then when we do go deep into those thoughts, we realize how close we are, how united we could be. And then in the world we live in, with all the technology, with all the advances, we still see those sights of hope that we can all be together in this planet and work together in a common goal. So welcome again to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, please help us so that we can continue grow. And if you're already subscribed, don't forget to push that share button so you can share our videos with others and we can spread the word. Scientists once told us we were an accident of biology, just chemistry and chance. But new discoveries are rewriting that story. In recent decades, geneticists gained tools powerful enough to reverse engineer human DNA, to find the roots, to find the real meaning of our life, where we come from, what we're supposed to do, those things that are always in our minds, that always hunt us to know more. And this is what's happening now. They expected to see proof that we evolved slowly from earlier primates. Instead, they found a mystery. A strange fusion appeared inside our genetic blueprint, chromosome number 2. And it's curious because the number 2 is an amplified version of 11. So 11 is that number amplified, making them directly related through their sum. 1 + 1 = 2. The number 11 is considered a master number and represents a heightened expression of the two's core traits, such as sensitivity and intuition, but with the added intensity of power from being composed of two ones. So master number 11 is a double-digit number that is reduced to a single digit by adding those two, and that's how we come up with 2. Amplified traits, the number 11 is considered their spiritual messenger, and contains the qualities of the number 2, but on a much more powerful and sensitive scale. 2 separate chromosomes from an ancestral species had somehow joined end to end. It's a perfect merge, so precise that it functions flawlessly, creating 1,200 genes responsible for our higher brain, language, emotion, and immunity. Nature doesn't usually do that, and it didn't happen gradually. It appeared suddenly about 200,000 years ago. the very moment anatomically modern humans appeared. Some scientists call it an ancient genetic intervention. Gregg Braden calls him the fingerprint of intention. Whatever the label it is, it suggests that life is not random. Life is written. I had the chance to attend a conference of Gregg Braden here in Denver a few months ago. And one of the things that mostly impressed me was this finding. It was consolidating, in a way, uniting my beliefs as a Catholic and, of course, as a believer of God with science, which sometimes there's people that question God, question the beginnings, not me for sure, but there are some that are not clear yet. And this discovery can bring them closer to understand we all share a common beginning. We all come from the same God. Here's where it becomes extraordinary. Braden asked if the DNA was written intentionally, could it carry a message? Could something be written in that code that can be in every human being alive on Earth? He looked at 4 elements that build every strand: hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon. Each has a unique atomic number. He compared those numbers to the numerical values of ancient sacred alphabets like Hebrew, Sanskrit, and Arabic, languages that are so ancient that once described the creation itself. When the values were matched, the chemical pattern spelled out a short phrase, YHVG, translated to God eternal within the body. God eternal within the body. No metaphor, but mathematics, letters hidden in a code of life. If that's true, then every one of your 50 trillion cells carries the same encryption. A message not carved in stone, not written in a holy book, but embedded in you. Think about what it means for a moment. When you doubt yourself, when you feel small or broken, every cell of your being still hums the same message: God eternal within the body. You don't need to look for a sacred somewhere else. It's breathing through you. We all come from the same origin. It's like a brand. And that's why I related it to being a brand bigger than all brands. Humans are always concerned of what's better, made in the USA, made in China, made in Taiwan, made in Europe, made somewhere else. But there's a brand bigger than all those brands, which is made by God. We are all made by God. And that brand should teach us something very big. We all come from the same origin. And we all have a meaning to love, to understand, to help each other, to make this world a better place. I think when you fly above the world, or when you are an astronaut flying in space, one of the wonders that capture you is the beauty of this planet. This blue planet in the midst of this huge universe. And this blue planet, when you see it closely, like I did a week ago or so that I was in Telluride, looking at the colors of the trees in the fall, you realize how perfect this is. Only one God could have made something so perfect, so beautiful, where nature lives itself and renews every year. And then we are forgetting our meaning sometimes, and we are not doing the right things to preserve not only nature, but ourselves as humans, to help each other, to understand we all are brothers and sisters in this universe, in this planet actually. And then we all come from the same code, from the same origin, a big brand that it's embedded in every one of our cells, that we come from God. Your body heals, your heart forgives, your mind creates. These are not random acts of survival. They're divine intelligence expressing itself through you. And when you remember that, fear loses its grip. Because how can you be powerless in yourself if everything if that source lives in your DNA. So today, as you close your eyes when you go to sleep, place your hand over your heart. Feel the quiet rhythm that's been with you before birth. Whisper to yourself, I am God eternal within the body, because I'm part of Him. I'm part of that origin. I was created. And with that image that I was created, I should act like it. Yes, you can make mistakes. Yes, you can go the wrong way sometimes, but you can always go back. You can always, while you're here and where you're living, try to do the best out of it. Say not as an ego, but as a remembrance, because that simple phrase may be the oldest truth ever written. Written not on paper, but in the living code that you are, that we all are. We all live in this tiny planet, beautiful, full of life. Can we be better? Yes, I think we can. But we gotta unite. We gotta understand each other. We gotta help each other. So this is the message today within one of the ancient codes of our life. It's wonderful to know we are all part of this big brand. We were made by God. And that makes us stronger. That makes us capable of understanding why we have to care about each other, why we have to be better every day. And if we do mistakes, if we take the wrong turn sometimes, it's like when you're driving. Go back on the road. Go back where you're supposed to be and make it better every day. Thanks again for being here today as we continue to explore those mysteries, those signs of divine qualities, as we work in making this world a better place for all. And remember, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this channel with your friends and family. Let's keep spreading the good words. Take care and see you soon back here on 1111 Ways.